So last night at my choir's Christmas party, I had the incredible experience to hold a baby for the first time, like a human baby, and it was a lady in my choir named Danielle had recently had a baby in October, so this baby was just tiny, just still a tiny little newborn. Her name is Bridget, and I held her in my arms, and I was so overcome with emotion because that's how God sees us. We're just little newborn babies to God. And as much as I love this baby, as much as I love that tiny little human being in my arms, I know that God loves me and you and everybody else infinitely more than that. And just looking at a little newborn baby, that's just an instant feeling of love. I mean, there's nothing like it, even just when it's your own, when you just had your own baby and the doctor or your midwife puts them on your chest and here's your baby. I was talking to Janet in the choir and she said there's nothing like that moment. But you look at a little tiny baby, newborn baby, and you're looking at a human being who doesn't know what it is to feel hate or sad or lonely or lost or forgotten. They only know what it is to be peaceful and what it is to just absorb all this love that comes from people towards them. And then the world gets to them later. They grow up, and that innocence kind of goes away a little bit. Not all the way, but some of it goes away. It gets kind of dirty because the world is a dirty place. But there's a time in our life where we are just untouched by everything. And I looked down into little Bridget's little big blue eyes and I could see the universe. I could just see all of time and space in this tiny little person. She was just this newborn baby and I was holding her. This helpless human being. And she was looking up at me and I was looking down at her and it was just wow. And then she started to get a little bit upset, and so I picked her up and I put her on my shoulder like I've seen people do, and she started biting my shoulders, so I had to pass her on because she was hungry. Babies, they start to root around and bite around when they're hungry, so. But I was like, Bridget, you're up too high and I don't have what you want, because she's a breastfed baby, so. But it was just incredible. I held this tiny brand new human being. And I'm still so in awe of it. Because that's how God holds us. That is how God holds us in His heart. And we forget that. But when you hold a baby, you remember. You remember that God is holding you and you realize how big and strong and loving He is. And someday we'll go back to that. Not right now, but someday. But I held a baby, and she was adorable. And it was an incredible experience. It changed me, it really did.